Right then, day 5 and 58 days to go. What a day 4 was. You couldn't make it up, I tell you. So I didn't get to touch the car in respect of doing any work on it. No sanding. I didn't get the cross member welded up. That's still sitting down there. Yeah, I just decided that this rearrangement was going to be the thing to do. So there we have it. The shed is rearranged. We have not just walking space, but like enough space to have, you know, parties and people and whatever. We're clear all the way around it. It's a bit tight on this corner, but I think I'll take the English wheel down, the Chinese English wheel from America. And yeah, today we'll get back on the car. We've got it on axle stands on the front. I'm going to get it on axle stands on the back. We can get the wheels off, we can get the axle off, and really the car can stay here until it's painted. I've got enough room here now to the doors. It's a 3-door Cosworth, by the way. 1, 2, 3. I've got enough space here to do the bonnet, which is over there, which is going to be a struggle because somebody's been tap dancing on it. And I think I've got to pull the skin, the inner, what do you call it, the frame from underneath it, and then flatten it out, hammer and dolly, probably shrinking, stretching, don't know, it's going to be a nightmare. But just hope it's not going to eat too much time. I can't use the silver bonnet, the silver one is through that gap there, because it's different to the Sapphire. But yeah, I've got space to do the bonnet, I've got space to do, by the way, we're talking about trunks and hoods, the boot lid, and doors. Austin can do the 4th door at the weekend, get all the black crap off it, all the non-drying mastic for the vapor barrier, and I'm going to have a chat with my paint guy about the best way. There's no rust on these, so whether or not it just wants a scan sealer on it and shooting white, or whether or not it actually wants some sort of primer on the inside. I'm not really sure. I might just go with sealer and top coat, or it might need some, probably doesn't need epoxy, which is what I'm going to ask him. I've got lots of epoxy resin. I acquired some, but there's no point putting on there if I don't have to. So we'll have a chat with him. It was interesting yesterday because I started off on the outside. We had an incident last, back on me. We had an incident, I think it was Sunday, whereby that big tree over there, there's a limb just over there that broke. When it came down, I'll put some pictures up. I'll get Austin's doing the editing each day now and uploading them, because by the time it gets to end of work time, I am just, he thought I was drunk last night. I didn't have any beer at all. Because I was slurring, I was that tired. But and I'll explain why I was so tired in a minute. So last Sunday the tree broke and it fell over, and you can see the pictures now. It fell over into our driveway and sort of landed on our Subaru, but didn't really leave more than a few scratches on it. It's just unbelievably lucky. And but that tree has been a pain in the backside for such a long time, because it just throws continuous shower of leaves, and it's left the yard in such a mess. So yesterday, you know, I was quite happy to be moving cars around, because there was no more leaves coming down and I could clean up happily. And now what we've got is the transit outside and the Granada outside. A lot less space, I know, but I can still get my truck up here. But I think the point of the story is that yesterday I was cleaning up all this. It was a blistering hot day, bright like today, and the kids came home from school at about 4ish, and I just grabbed them and said, you've got to help me. And we were moving engines and gearboxes, and I said, we've got to, you know, get the Sierra turned, get the transit out, and I bought these sheets to cover the transit because there's a bit of bare metal on the inside of it, and I didn't want to get it wet. But you can probably guess by now that I got absolutely soaking wet because this terrific storm came through. It wrecked the what do you call it, pagoda or something that was covering the E30, and it brought another limb down off the tree, and that landed on my Isuzu. It was mental. It was absolutely just unreal. Worked my balls off all day, and then at about 6 o'clock the heavens opened and the trees fell everywhere, and it was a big huge mess. So doesn't really matter, nobody was hurt, maybe a few scratches on the car, but it's just an old workhorse anyway. So the most disappointing thing is the fact that they've got absolutely soaked in here now. I wasn't supposed to. I went to the effort of buying a sheet, and the wind just grabbed hold of it and took it off, so not to worry. So I don't know what else to really talk about now. I've got you up to date. I'm tired, I can tell you that. It's been hard work, and I need to get back into it. So if anybody's curious, this is a Mark 1 GXL Granada, and this is a future project, but it's a massive project. It's absolutely rotten. It was dragged out of a forest. It had been sitting there for about 12 years, covered in leaves. It was a biohazard. It was terrible, but it's going to get done. It's going to get done. So after the Sierra, it'll be the Transit, get that back on the road, and the Granada's probably going to have its turn. So there we have it. A lovely environment. I've got to move these shelves, I think. Put these shelves maybe along this wall, and then I can put a sheet down over them for when I paint. I can drop a sheet over the tools. But yeah, although I didn't get anything done yesterday, I got a lot done, if that makes sense. So cheers again. Today's Friday. Like I said, it's day 5. Onwards and upwards. I just got a notification of the brakes. They're all coming. I mean, I've got I can't remember how many, 700 sets or something like that, but in that 700 sets are our shoes, drums, discs, lines for the Sierra. So she shall go to the ball with broken brakes. Cheers for now. See you in a bit. Bye.